The white woman with a black man is no difference than a white teenager listening to gangster rap in a truck with rims with his pants sagging and some new Air Jordans. It's the same thing. It's a damn fetish. You're dating the poor black man to be put up on a pedestal because you can't get rich white men. They don't want rich white men. Don't date broke white women. Rich white men don't date broke white women. Only rich black men do that. Only rich black men marry broke white women. You will never find a rich white man with a broke white woman. They don't do that. Let me say this. I do not shrink from slander, persecution, criticism, or ridicule. You cannot cancel me because I never sought your approval. I want to make sure the radical black feminists understand me. I want to make sure the colorblind religionists stand me. I understand me. I want to make sure the multiculturalists understand me. I want to make sure everybody understands me, that you cannot cancel the Prince of Pan-Africanism. I'm uncancelable because I have never sought your approval. I want to make sure we get this. See, I'm not like you. I'm not trying to get no grants from the white man. I'm not trying to get a job from the white corporation. I'm not trying to get elected for office. I'm not trying to join nobody's secret society. You can't cancel me because I'm a free black man. I operate on my own terms. I just want to make sure we all understand that. I just want to make sure we all understand that. So all that smoke you got for the Prince of Pan-Africanism, you're wasting your breath. All that smoke you got for the Prince of Pan-Africanism, you wasting your breath. All that smoke you got for King Kong consciousness, you wasting your breath. Now let me talk to black queens and to the snow bunnies. I want to talk to snow bunnies, and I want to talk to the mother of civilization, the original almighty natural head black African queen. Okay, because you can only be called a queen if that head natural. If that head ain't natural, if you're not paying testimony to the strength of your ancestors, if you are not paying testimony to the strength of Harriet Tubman, who wore her hair natural, or Fannie Lou Hamer, who wore her hair natural, or Sojourner Truth, who wore her hair natural, if you ain't paying testament to all the Ida B. Wells who wore her hair natural, I'm talking to the original African woman right now, and I got a message for the bunnies too. First of all, I want to say this. Black women 45 years old and older who have never been married or have been married but still desiring a second relationship, nothing wrong with that. That's normal. It's healthy. But I do want to say this. Black women 45 and older, you are being very disingenuous about your options in black men. 45-year-old queens and older, you are being very disingenuous about your options out here regarding black men. What do I mean by this? What I mean by this is every black woman 45 and older, every single black woman in America, every one of you, our sisters in the UK, every one of you, our sisters in France, every one of you, our sisters in most European dominated societies. This is true for you if you're 45 and older. You don't need to see me. You need to listen to me. You don't need to see me. You need to listen. If you are a black woman 45 years or older, every last one of you have had a man in your past who was very interested in you. Every one of you. Every single black woman out here crying about being single and crying about black men not stepping up to the plate. Every last one of you had a man who was crazy about you. Every last one of you had a man who was crazy about you. And you passed up on his ass because he wasn't as attractive as you wanted him to be. He wasn't as swaggalicious as you wanted him to be. He wasn't driving the car that you wanted him to drive. He wasn't living in the type of house that you wanted to share. He wasn't making the type of money that you wanted him to make, but he would have been a damn good spouse for you. He would have damn near worshiped your ass, but you passed on them. See, we got to be honest, black women. And I want all my sisters to be married and committed and settled down. I want that for every one of you. I want it for every one of you. The Negropeans and Coonettes included. I want it for every one of you. But stop acting like no one has come your way that was willing to take a relationship with you seriously. Yes, they have. All of you single black women are being dishonest, acting like you never had a good man come your way. Some of you have had plenty of good men come your way. The problem is your definition of good. Your definition of good is a highly selective and specialized definition of good that is based on that man's material assets and potential. See, that's where most of you black women lose out, because material benefits weigh too heavily. They weigh too heavily in your rubric when you evaluate men. You are weighing too heavily on income. You are weighing too heavily on physical attributes. You are weighing too heavily on swaggerliciousness. That's right. Stop being a hypocrite. Stop acting like you ain't met a good man. Y'all done met plenty of good men, but he didn't fit the look. He didn't fit the height. He didn't fit the shape. He didn't fit the hairline. He didn't fit the automobile. He didn't fit the occupation. You met plenty of good black men and you turned. You passed up the opportunity to get married because you was worrying too much about your public image. He don't look right next to me. I need a man who make more than me. I need a man who's extremely attractive. I need a man who got to have a master's degree or a PhD or a PsyD or a JD or an MD. And now your ass is stuck home watching DVDs by yourself. You wanted an MD and all you ended up with was a DVD on the couch watching old movies by your damn self because you was too picky. He didn't fulfill your materialistic expectations. He didn't fulfill your little house in the prairie, Eurocentric fairy tale storybook image of what a husband should look like. Cut it out, 45 and older queens. Cut it out, 45 and older queens. So some of our black women are so materialistic. Some of our black women are so materialistic. Some of our black women are so materialistic that you will risk being alone for the rest of your life because he's a little shorter than the way you like it. You will risk being alone for the rest of your life because he got a few more pounds than what you would like it. You will risk being alone for the rest of your life because he ain't got a college degree. You will risk being alone for the rest of your life because he ain't driving the type of car that you would like to be seen in. You go ahead, Miss Materialism. You go ahead, Miss Materialism. Because Miss Materialism is the first cousin to Miss Lonely. I said Miss Materialism is the first cousin to Miss Lonely. I said Miss Materialism is the first cousin to Miss Lonely. So you go ahead. You go ahead and keep aiming for perfection. You go ahead and keep aiming for perfection, and you're going to end up with nothing at all. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, you said you're just going to go grab you a snow puppy? Okay. You're not even going to put up with it. You're just going to go get you a snow puppy. Let me ask you a question. Are you really that politically uneducated? Are you really that socially retarded that you actually believe a white man is going to value you more than a white woman? You actually believe that? You really believe? Are you that sick in your mind? Are you that hypnotized with integration that you actually believe a white man is going to value you more than his own woman? You have lost your damn mind. He may value what you do for him more than his own woman, but he does not value you more than his own woman. Let me say that again. The white man may value your services more than his own woman. He might value your more than his own woman. He might value your hard work ethic more than his own woman. But if you think that white man is putting you above the white woman, you have lost your damn mind. You have lost your damn mind. So you go ahead and dishonor your female ancestors. Go right ahead and dishonor your female ancestors by spreading your legs and opening up your yoniverse. You go ahead and disrespect our great female ancestral queen warriors by spreading your legs and opening your yoniverse so your slave master can inject his ancestors all into your yoniverse. That is the most disgusting thing I could possibly imagine, think of, or conceive of at this time. There is nothing more spiritually disgusting on this earth. There is nothing more spiritually disgusting on this earth. There is nothing more spiritually disgusting and unbecoming of a black woman than to spread your legs, open your heaven, and let a devil climb into your heaven and infect you with his ancestors. That's what you're willing to do with your low self-esteem ass. So thirsty for pale. So thirsty for pale. So thirsty for pale that you will spread your legs and let your slave master inject his ancestors all in your universe. There's nothing more spiritually disgusting than that. There's nothing more spiritually disgusting than that. Now let me come over to my snow bunnies for a minute. Snow bunnies, I want to holler at you real quick because I be seeing y'all sending me messages. Austrian snow bunnies, Irish snow bunnies, Jewish snow bunnies, Italian snow bunnies, Greek snow bunnies. I see y'all sending me messages. Y'all have an issue with the fact that I don't think black men need to be going outside the race. I understand. But let me explain a few things to you, snow bunny. Let's talk about the other side of the snow bunny crisis one time. White females, this is for you. Snow Bunny Battalion. I'm talking to the Snow Bunny Battalion. This is for the Snow Bunny Battalion. If you love black men so much, if you love black men so much, I'm talking to the Snow Bunny Battalion. If you love black men so much, why do you leave the country in abandoning your mixed race children? Let me say this one more time. See, we're going to expose the hypocrisy tonight because I don't have time for these games. I don't have time for these games. We're going to expose the hypocrisy tonight. A white woman is more likely to abandon her mixed race black child than she would her white children. She's more likely to abandon her mixed race black child than any other woman in this country is likely to abandon theirs. Why do white women have the highest adoption, foster care, and abandonment rate when they give birth to mixed race black children? So if you love the black man so much, Snow Bunny, if you love the black man so much, Snow Bunny, if you love the black man so much, Snow Bunny, why are you leaving our children on the front steps of the police department? Why are you leaving our children on the front steps of family court? Why are you leaving our children on the front steps of grandma? Why are you leaving our children abandoned at the homeless shelter, abandoned at the laundromat, abandoned in the shopping mall? You snow bunnies don't even have enough respect for that black child you gave birth to. You snow bunnies don't even have enough respect for that black child you gave birth to. You snow bunnies don't even have enough respect for the black child you gave birth to give the child to the father. Contact the grandmom, the aunts and uncles and say, listen, I'm a white supremacist and I cannot be caught with a black child, even though I gave birth. Would you mind if I give you the baby? Y'all don't even do that. Y'all don't even do that. I'm hearing about all kind of stories because y'all know I get the stories because I'm the Prince of Blackness. I'm hearing about all kind of stories about snow bunnies and y'all know I get the stories because I'm the Prince of Blackness. I'm getting all kind of stories from black men, black women, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents about how these snow bunnies left their niece. The snow bunny left their nephew. Snow Bunny left their grandchild in the laundromat and walked out. Left them in the supermarket and walked out. Y'all don't even have enough respect to leave the child with someone who cares about the child. All y'all know is this is a black baby. I got caught up on black, but I don't love black children. I was in love with black, but I don't love black children. See, we got to deal with the other side of the Snow Bunny crisis, brothers and sisters. We got to deal with the other side of the Snow Bunny crisis. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about all these white women who be abandoning their mixed race children. Nobody's talking about that part. Y'all want to keep co-signing interracial marriage. Everything is okay when he just laying pipe. When she riding that black stick, everything is all right. But once that baby come into the world, it's a whole new ball game. Oh, I got me a white husband. He don't want no black kids in the house. Do y'all want them? If not, I'm going to have to give them up. I got a white husband. He don't like black people. I can't have my child in the house. But this is your child, Snow Bunny. You carried this baby, Snow Bunny. You conceived of this baby, Snow Bunny. This is your flesh and blood, your DNA. But she don't give a damn because she's a white supremacist just like anybody else. She was in love with the black man. And you Snow Bunny crisis Negroes, you bunny hopping ninjas, let me come to you coons for a minute. Let me come to the bunny hopper brigade one time. Let me come to the bunny hopper brigade one time. Let me come to the bunny hopper brigade one time. You black men should be ashamed of yourself. This white woman only fetishizes you. This white woman only fetishizes you. You're nothing but a fetish. The black man is nothing but a fetish to the white woman. And you know what's so sad about this fetishizing? You know what's so sad about this fetishizing that I call bunny hopping? You Negroes are literally paying and subsidizing and financing this white woman to parade you around like a monkey. That's what your ass is doing. She's literally parading you around like her pet monkey, and you financing her while she parades you around like her pet monkey. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand. You ain't nothing but a fetish to her. The white woman with a black man is no difference than a white teenager listening to gangster rap in a truck with rims with his pants sagging and some new Air Jordans. It's the same thing. It's a damn fetish. It's a damn fetish. That's all it is. It's a fetish. You're just a very interesting jungle animal to her. That's all. You're a very interesting jungle animal. That's it. And you're literally financing her to fetishize you. Do you know how stupid you look? Do you know how stupid you look? You're financing her to fetishize yourself. And my poor Snow Bunnies, let me say this to the poor and working class Snow Bunnies. Because the poor and working class Snow Bunnies will say Dr. Umar. The poor and working class Snow Bunnies will say Dr. Umar. The poor and working class Snow Bunnies will say, Dr. Umar, I'm not rich, and I don't expect nothing out of my black man. I don't take him for money. I don't make him pay child support. I'm not using him for his money. I'm poor and he's poor. So what are you talking about that we're using black men for their financial assets because he ain't got no assets? So what is your argument for the poor Snow Bunny? What is your argument for the Snow Bunny in the ghetto, Dr. Umar Ifatunde? Well, guess what? I'm not letting your ass off the hook either. Because guess what, poor Snow Bunny? You know how you benefit from dating that black man? Do you know how you benefit from dating that black man? You're dating that black man because it makes you feel better than other black women. See, you having a black man for you, your poor ass, it is for you to feel better than other black women. So when you riding around with your broke ass black man, you can look at the other black women and say to yourself, you're not good enough because even though I'm broke, he chose me over you. White still rules. White is still right. So although you're not benefiting from his money, Your low, broke self-esteem. Your low, broke self-esteem. Your low, broke self-esteem is benefiting from the fact that he still chose broke-ass Betsy over Rashida, who had a little bit of money in her pocket. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You're dating the poor black man to be put up on a pedestal because you can't get rich white men. They don't want rich white men. Don't date broke white women. Rich white men don't date broke white women. Rich white men don't date broke white women. Only rich black men do that. Only rich black men do that. Only rich black men marry broke white women. You will never find a rich white man with a broke white woman. They don't do that. They do not do that. I love Dave Chappelle, but Dave Chappelle be using the N-word too much around white folks, and he bunny hopped. I love Richard Pryor, rest in paradise. I love Richard Pryor, rest in paradise. But he made the N-word too comfortable around white folks, and he bunny hopped.